Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now in this video, we'll be discussing how you can get your Direct Express stimulus check faster and sooner. So be sure to stay until the end of this video to find out all the latest news surrounding your stimulus payments. Americans who receive federal benefits through Supplemental Secured Income or SSDI via Direct Express can expect to receive a payment within the next few weeks. Guys, Direct Express has already advised that while we do not have specific information on timing, most people will receive the stimulus payment within the next few weeks. Federal aid funds are usually issued to SSI and SSDI recipients via their Direct Express card account, but only current card holders are eligible to receive the latest stimulus payment on their card. And those who want to sign up for a Direct Express card by calling the 1-800 number or by contacting the benefit paying agency. The IRS advised that SSI and SSDI recipients can expect to receive their third stimulus payment the same way as their regular benefits, but a payment date has not been announced yet. Social Security and other federal beneficiaries will generally receive this third stimulus payment the same way as the regular benefits. A payment date for this group will be announced very shortly according to the IRS. Now if you guys don't know how Direct Express works, just know that federal benefits are automatically deposited directly into your Direct Express card each month on your payment day. No bank account or credit card check or credit check is needed to enroll. Plus there are no sign-up fees or monthly account fees. Direct Express card holders can use their cards to make purchases at stores that accept debit MasterCard, pay their bills, purchase money orders from the US Postal Service, and withdraw cash from ATMs. For third stimulus payments, Direct Express card holders will receive one free ATM withdrawal in addition to the free withdrawal for each benefit payment. And if you did not receive a direct deposit in your Direct Express card, just know that anyone who does not receive the direct deposit payments are advised to look out for either a check or a debit card in the mail. Those expecting to receive stimulus funds can check the status of their payment using the Get My Payment tool on the IRS website. And that is being updated every single day.
Saying to me, Mr. President, you don't understand. This is even before, I wasn't president then actually. Called him Mr. Vice President. He said, you know, I don't think people understand. You know, my community is now about 80% African American. And we're dying and getting sick at a much higher rate than the white community here or any other community. And I brought that up initially before I put together the group that you're leading and helping lead. And no one wanted to hear it. And remember, we had trouble getting your predecessors to track it. But what you're doing really makes a difference. It makes a gigantic difference, as the Vice President knows as well or better than anybody. It really, really makes a difference. So thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Walensky?
Any other questions for us?
No, but why are you all standing? That's the first one. You don't have to stand for us. Why don't you sit down, for real? Get comfortable. No, they have chairs. They have chairs, but you know, that's the first question. And the second question is, why did only one person clap? I don't know. I mean, that's the second. You know what I mean? The reason I do this is the doc knows you're all too serious here. We owe you a gigantic debt of gratitude. And we will for a long, long, long time. Because I hope this is the beginning and the end of not paying attention to what's going to come again and again and again and again. We can build all the walls we want. We can have the most powerful armies in the world. But we cannot stop. We cannot stop these viruses, other than be aware where they are and move quickly on them when we find them. Heart-wrenching to listen to them. As many of you know, we originally planned to hold a car rally to thank our supporters. But given the recent days, events of the recent days, we didn't feel it was appropriate. So we canceled that rally. But we want our supporters to know we'll come back and hold that rally another trip. But today, we want to speak about something else. I said from the beginning of my campaign for president that we needed to come together, that we needed to unite as one people, one nation, one America. I said in my kickoff speech in Philadelphia, I said that very same thing when I spoke at Gettysburg. I said that in my inaugural address. And I believe with every fiber on my being There are simply some core values and beliefs that should bring us together as Americans. One of them is standing together against hate, against racism, the ugly poison that has long haunted and plagued our nation. The Vice President and I, as I said, met a little bit earlier, just before this, with leaders from the Asian American community here in Georgia. We talked about Tuesday's mass shooting, about another example of public health crisis of gun violence in this country. 8 people killed, 7 women, 6 were of Asian descent. All fellow Americans, each one of them we mourn. Their families are left with broken hearts and unanswered questions. And the investigation is ongoing, and the Vice President and I are being regularly updated by the Attorney General and the Director of the FBI. Working closely with Governor Kemp and Mayor Bottoms and local officials. But whatever the motivation, we know this.
Good afternoon. Over the past week, the President and I have traveled across the country to mark the passage of the American Rescue Plan, to tell the American people about how 100 million checks are on their way, about how 100 million vaccines have now been administered. Big news, good news. And we plan to come down here to Georgia, to the place that made it possible, to share that information. And then Tuesday night, we learned that 8 of our neighbors were killed in a heinous act of violence. Violence that has no place in the state of Georgia or in the United States of America. And we were reminded, yet again, that the crises we face are many, that the foes we face are many. As the President and I discussed with our AAPI community in a meeting earlier today, whatever the killer's motive, these facts are clear. 6 out of the 8 people killed on Tuesday night were of Asian descent. 7 were women. The shootings took place in businesses owned by Asian Americans. The shootings took place as violent hate crimes and discrimination against Asian Americans has risen dramatically over the last year and more. In fact, over the past year, 3,800 such incidents have been reported, 2 of 3 by women. Everything from physical assaults to verbal accusations. And it's all harmful. And sadly, it's not new. Racism is real in America, and it has always been.
Yes, everybody, that's all the news in today's video. If you guys found this video useful and helpful, feel free to subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications.